Hello everyone, my name's Caden and welcome back to more Metaphor ReFantazio. Last time we finally solved the issue of what was going on here in Martira, figuring out the truth behind the kidnappings. Kind of depressing. But hey, we cleared Heismay's name, we got the true culprit taken down, and now we're just waiting for the tournament to continue. So yeah. We're about to start making our way over to the next area, but first we got one last day of freedom to do stuff. So, first up, we're gonna go to the recruitment center here.
Take a look.
Oh, that's the Alpha Rock woman, isn't it? It's the Alpha Rock woman Volvo is of Mania's Grotto is no more. You done well for someone so young. Not a lot of folks are capable of taking something like that down. Thanks to you, the miners can get back to work. Here's your reward.
We did it.
20,000 reef. Increase in courage, too.
All right.
There we go. We've almost ranked up courage again. We are in 100? I'd like to ask you to take on more contracts. Come back to see me again.
What do you think of this?
Reminds me, someone's asking about me, but I heard that something strong escaped from the Grand Cathedral's mausoleum back in the capital. Some high and mighty noble in the capital is looking for someone who can take it down. Said something about having it made off with a family heirloom. Claims the role would be a pretty rave, but the army's too busy to deal with a personal request, I think. Why don't you give it a go? If you feel like you know a thing or two, the noble on San Lumio's tree may have some more details.
Oh yeah?
So there's a monster in a mausoleum. We should do something about that. Maybe the noble in the capital would know more. We still got the Goborn King, but we can do that later. Probably.
Thank you. You really helped me out.
What we want to do is, after we did that, go to the tavern. There was someone who wanted some item here that used mellow milk. And we've got just the thing for that.
Eh?
I expect a set of food on you. I will judge its worthiness, so please show me the dish you brought. Give her the benevolent bread. Yeah, here's the benevolent bread.
Cheers.
This is the dish you have chosen.
Eh?
It seems this is a little more than plain white bread. However, that distinct aroma, a gentle fragrance of fresh milk. You've used the mellow milk that Martira prides itself on.
What are you playing?
This soothing softness feels like it'll envelop everything. This is exactly the dish I was looking for.
Sure.
So I take it we pass? Indeed, the people of this town need a dish like this. I'm sure it'll help give them the spark to move forward again.
I appreciate it.
Even I cannot hide my admiration. As promised, your reward.
Mission
Thanks.
accomplished.
Limp goldfish and brocaded koi. Nice. We are already in the double digits. I want to bring smiles back to the faces of the townspeople here, and yet I can think of no way to accomplish it. You, however, have provided a most brilliant answer, one that proves you genuinely care for this town and its people from the bottom of your heart. As such, I would be delighted to offer you my support in your future endeavors.
Lovely that.
Chefs and kings alike must seek out new knowledge and new challenges to bring the people joy. Indeed, that is how I know you would make a fine ruler. You're too kind. It's a lesson I learned in my years at the royal palace. Once upon a time, the previous king too strove to make the country a better place. But at a certain point, the king lost the will to carry on. I hope you were not in the same way. And now I fear I must take my leave. Places to be. I'm going to cook for the people of Martira. The wounds on their hearts have not yet healed after all. And having tasted the dish you provided, I find my zeal for cooking renewed. I have much to learn before I perfect my craft.
Cheers.
If by chance you were to become king, I would not be opposed to working in the royal palace once again. And now, farewell.
Yeah.
Oh, now we got a world-class cook on our side. We better get this all we got. Alright, from here...
Why?
I want to look at some first. This is not
Hello there.
technically something I have to do. They're still sold out of fruit cordial.
Pardon?
We are going to Grand Trad. So, go to Grand Trad San Lumio Street. This is not San Lumio. This is San Lumio. We heard about a side quest here that somebody had their heirloom stolen. So let's see if we can't help him get it back, shall we? Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. You there? Oh, we're in trouble. Serious trouble. Trouble must die even. Something the matter?
What?
You an elder? Oh, I assure you, my problems are beyond your filthy tries to make a means.
My, aren't you full of yourself? You talk big, but I bet your problems are perfectly trivial.
You dare mock me, impertinent fairy? Fine. I'll tell you bomb doors about my problem, so clean the slum grime out of your ears and listen.
That's
My
terrible.
wife died in an incident at the Grand Cathedral. She was attacked by one of those reanimated corpses. Unfortunately, that means the heirloom necklace she was wearing, my heirloom necklace, was left lying about somewhere in there. I need it retrieved at any cost. I'll get it.
Can hardly
A scrawny, spineless elder like you would stand no chance within that corpse-laden mausoleum. I'm not stupid enough to place any of my faith in you, but if you happen to be acquainted with an actual honorable and courageous warrior, then tell them this. Whoever brings back my black jewel necklace from within the Grand Cathedral's mausoleum, I will bestow a reward of 4,000 reef. The necklace was stolen by some sort of large, ghostly monster. From what I've heard, the army plans to simply seal off the entrance to the mausoleum in August. Before that happens, I will need the assistance of a brave warrior.
If so,
Why will you become the brave warriors he's looking for? We can show him up and collect a reward in the process.
let's give it a shot.
15 days left.
Okay then.
The necklace is in the underground mausoleum, right? We passed through there when we went to the Grand Cathedral. We didn't fully explore it, so we don't know what else could be in there. We should be prepared for a fight.
So we actually have a reason to go back to an old dungeon, but it also sounds like that old dungeon is going to very soon be forever locked out.
What now?
Which is unfortunate, but... Next up, let's go to... Where is... Catacombs entrance. Hi there. Oh, those blessed new idiots. How am I supposed to gather more skulls from those skeletons now? Damn it! Skeletons?
The gold.
Oh, do you make it up of eavesdropping in on people's private monologues? But not like it's going to change my fate either way.
Hey.
You were talking about the skulls already, right? Why in the world would you need those?
There's no way that a fairy and an elder could ever empathize with the plight of a man like me. An elder with a fairy. Hold on, don't tell me you're the ones who put down that mess at the Grand Cathedral. I must admit, it's hard to believe an elder could be that skilled, but if rumors about you are even a little bit true, then you might just be able to do something for me. I need someone to bring me mortar scores from this Grand Cathedral's mausoleum. Sounds interesting. You really do it? You're a lifesaver. The mausoleums are a complete den of monsters, so there's no way in hell I'd ever set foot in there myself. All I need you to do is bring me 8 mortar scores. I understand that each of the requests is rather unsavory, but I have my reasons. Oh, at this rate, I'll get the death sentence for sure. Huh? I can't explain it now, but I'll give you all the sordid details when you bring me those scores.
What? That sense?
Please help.
I need the goods by July 30th. Your success determines my fate, so be sure to help me before then.
Let's give it a
All right.
shot.
That said, I guess we can't let that guy get executed. If you want to stop by the mausoleum, I wouldn't be against it.
We'll do it later. For now, we're going to go hang out with a friend. Maria.
Mister,
Well, if Mister would help me.
Let's go ahead and save the game.
Mister.
Is Mr. Neos there? Do you think he can help me make a sign?
Let's go ask him.
Yeah.
Okay, my heart's already beating real fast. I'm a little nervous.
Here us.
Aha!
A present, you say? And no cheap trinket either, but one that requires my assistance to create. You can help, right? We need the best, so I came to you. Color me intrigued. You've piqued my interest, so I must oblige.
Really?
You really mean it?
Mr. Dine, I believe it's your work, isn't it, young miss? I'm not inspired. Such lively line work and vibrant colors, a truly innovative schematic. My girl, you're quite the budding artist, are you not? This sign is sure to brighten up even the gloomiest avenues and greyest boulevards.
Thank you very much.
Ah, yes, I know I've got a fine cut of wood around here that was destined for this purpose.
It should be crafted in a way that repels both rain and ravenous bugs alike, yes.
Amazing.
Oh, Mr. Nurse is really helping us. I can't believe it.
I'm glad we asked him.
Yeah.
Yep, I really hope Miss Fabian will like it. I didn't ask her before we started making it. I hope it won't be a bother.
Oh, young lady! As I is not ready to astound the people of the city, it should be installed at the optimal angle, so I will need to handle that myself, certainly. Ta-da, honeybee!
Let's hope it's not anything insane. Did this man make something insane, or did he actually follow the instructions?
Now then.
The sign is told to sign now, so step back and leave me space to work.
Oh god, I'm kind of scared.
Aww,
Wow.
It's so sparkly.
an astute observation, little miss, but there's more to this work than good looks. She's built to last as well. I've outdone myself once again, as I'm sure you'll all agree.
Maria.
Ria, have you returned home?
You
Miss
know.
Fabian, look, I asked Mr. Nurse to make this for you.
Uh,
You said the last time was too old. So, do you like the new one we made?
Maria designed it.
Right.
Maria designed it herself.
Oh, Maria, you did this for me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Of course, I absolutely adore it.
Oh, good.
I'm so glad.
Wonderful.
It's a truly wonderful sign. And so well built, too. It's the perfect way for the inn to greet new guests. Just look at all these smiling faces. If he could see you now, why, he might just even shed a tear.
Huh?
Oh no, Miss Fabian, are you crying? Pay it no mind, dear. The sign's so bright my eyes are still adjusting.
You all.
Now then, how about a feast? On the house, of course. Thank you for all of this. You will come in and eat, won't you?
Oh, of course, of course. It would be quite rude to turn down free drink, would it not?
Oh, good.
I'm glad.
Looks amazing.
Really amazing.
Your sign looks amazing, Maria. You did it.
Thank you.
Thank you, mister. But it made Miss Fabian cry. Are people supposed to cry when they're happy?
Yeah.
You're right. Miss Fabian was really happy, huh? Am I just like Papa now?
You did a great job. Of course, you did a great job.
Oh, yay.
Do you think that makes Papa happy too? You know, when you give me pictures of your journey, I'm always surprised. I've never seen anywhere else except for this place in the sky. But your pictures always teach me about so many places on the outside. It makes me really happy and excited to look at them. I want everybody else to have fun too. I want to give that feeling to a lot of people. There's so many people around here that are always crying or getting upset. Everyone is sad, in trouble, and lonely. Both grown-up and kids. Everyone is suffering just like I was.
I'll do my best.
But I'm okay now. So I want to make things okay for everybody else too.
I sense Maria's kind determination and the strong trust she has placed in me. Strong kid. We're only 2 ranks away from actually maxing out her bond.
I want to make sure that boy's feeling okay too.
Maria.
Could you come here and help me serve food? Oh, let's go. I can't wait to eat.
After sharing a delicious meal with Maria and the others, I went back with Neurus, who was in a chipper mood. We only get this last day to hang out here. And then it's on the road again for us. Towards more story, I guess. Let us use fast travel.
Let's go.
We're gonna go debate somebody here. Yeah, another person stands here. Another person to crush under my debate. At this rate, it does feel like we're gonna surpass, like, get past, like, the #1 spot super soon for some reason.
Everyone listen!
Listen up! When I'm king, I'm turning half this country's cities into entertainment districts, and the spears will flow from the cast free for all!
Oh, yeah?
There's some pretty wild campaign process.
Eloquence and imagination. Let's do it.
Huh?
What? You got a problem with what I'm saying? Wait, I know you. You're that chump who says you'll help anyone in need, aren't you? Well, sit your ass down and let a man who's truly fit to be king plug those flowery ideas right out of your ears.
Everyone listen!
Listen up! When I'm king, I'm turning half this country's cities into entertainment districts, and the spirits will flow from their cast free for all. Whether you're rich or you're poor, every soul can get as pissed as an act. That's true equality. Then after loads of people migrate to our merry cities, the tourists will stop pouring in, lining all our pockets.
Huzzah! Free booze! You got my vote! Oh, it's just for free alcohol? Will that do anything to help a place like Martyra, though? I was just playing to the crowd's pleasures. How do I appeal to them? Alcohol won't bring equality.
Please listen!
We need policies that address tribal inequality and class discrimination. Drinking doesn't solve those.
Huh?
Oh yeah? You got some grand policy you want to lay out? Go on then. No, Love has got no right to say that. Both of them will spin shine to win, but if I had to pick one that smelled rosier, I'd take Will's. Why are you trying to make this more complicated than it is? Don't think you've won.
I knew it!
That was a great debate earlier.
Works for me.
Nice.
It didn't change!
The age of a new king draws nearer.
I get the feeling we're at least, like, way too high, and it's just like, no, you are not getting to, like, rank 1 that quickly. You will break the order of the game if you do. You can't. Uh-oh.
I've seen the state of the race with my own eyes, ladies, gents, and mad malcontents. If you wanted an update, here's your chance. So far, we've mostly seen gauntlet runner skirmishes and dueling mayhem. Now it's time for the real thing. Sounds like we've lost a few candidates already too. Poor bastards went after something too nasty for their head hunt and got themselves head hunted. We've
Ooh.
got some candidates who have outright given up.
Ugh.
No confidence. Can't blame them against these odds. And some others have bought and sold out of the race.
Come on! That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
I suppose money's power like anything else. Military strength's not meant to decide this race anyhow.
The question is, what's our final head count going to look like? Lots of unknowns left, people, and we'll not know the truth until the exhibition. A little bird told me one of our contenders has made a bold play in Martyra. They might not even come out of it with a head.
What are they scheming then? Let's hear some details.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, chums, I'm just a liar.
Thank you.
Can't speak for any one candidate in particular. Luckily, you'll not have long to wait now. With all that said, can't help but wonder how Count Luis is taking this, can we? My sources say he's not bothered with any of this. He's still gallivanting across the land, killing humans. And yet, even without a formal entry, Luis's voter base is still growing. Bound to have his eminence Forden grinding his teeth that. For now, let's enjoy the show!
Well, it's time for us to get a move on.
Right, everyone. Farewell said. Particulars packed.
Where's Heisme?
All that remains is to ride to Oceania with pride in our hearts.
Watch out, Luis. You won't know what hit you.
Well then, we're off to the races, what? Old Barden's giving me a detailed map of the area.
Sounds like quite a journey. I hope it won't be as bumpy as last time.
Oh no, it'll be a sight smoother. But you've got wings. What are you fussing for?
I was about to say, you have wings.
Oh, there it is. Should have known the fatigue would hit eventually. About time I got some sleep. Heisme, Why are you on my bed? You're positively miniature, man. There are plenty of other places for you
Thank you, Heisman.
Yes. Splendid. Just magnificent.
Heisman.
What is he dreaming about?
I hope you've no designs on taking my bed. I have cut men down for less.
With friends like these.
Who needs enemies?
Now then.
Next is Port Briarhaven, the capital of the Principality of Oceania. If we punch it out south out of Martira, we'll make it in, I'd say 3 nights, 4 days or so.
Wow. Oh, we're gonna come across freaking her again. Katharina.
Whoa!
Oh, so that's Port Briarhaven.
Oh, hey!
What sort of place is Port Briarhaven anyway? It's a large city of prosperous commerce, due in no small part to its oceanside proximity. I envision droves of people pouring for the exhibition. All the people delayed by the landslide might still be showing up. Keep an eye on the road, okay, Nearest?
Why, I never. Who do you think you're talking to? Leave it to me. Next up, Port Briarhaven, capital of Oceania. Get her going.
Leaving behind the old castle town stricken by tragedy, the Gauntlet Runner sets off toward the exhibition of the brave. Their destination, Port Briarhaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania. A world unknown to them. What will they accomplish? Acclaim? Or...
We might be in trouble.
What to pick?
There's a weird reason we might be in trouble. We're supposed to be cooking a bunch for during this trip, but I'm starting to wonder if we're going to even be able to cook everything. Let's cook. Can we cook magical bread? I don't have rock beans. But I have 3 of the magical bread. We'll just have to cook it at a different time, I guess. I don't know how important the cooking is. But, I mean, I don't have a way of getting any more, like, cooking materials. I guess in exchange I can try can I cook up any of the other items mentioned on this list? What about invincible noodles? No. What about crickle meatballs? I can cook crickle meatballs.
Hulkenberg knows how to cook that. I'll go call her.
Hail.
I've considered this topic for quite a while. Is it not true that meat tastes better when consumed by the mouthful rather than via tiny, polite little bites? This is my preferred method, as you can luxuriate in its full texture whilst increasing one's jaw strength. The logic behind cutting meat into small pieces eludes me. I prefer only the most restrained application of seasoning as well. It is best to let the ingredients' natural flavors thrive. If animals must forfeit their lives to sate our hunger, then the least we can do is honor them to sate the full glory of their sacrifice.
Okay. I started preparing the food with Hulkenberg, making sure to follow her minimalist methods with the ingredients.
We choose prime ingredients on this day. I dare say this meal will be quite exquisite when it is complete.
Thank you, Hulkenberg.
Good.
A pleasing aroma, is it not? Indescribable crudity. It belies the dish's depth.
So novel and unique. I've never tasted anything like this, and I may never again.
All right.
The critical meatballs are complete. An enchanting aroma, is it not?
Yee. Cooked without passing time. Critical meatballs. Let's spend some time with Stroll.
Hey.
Hey, Will. Good timing. Courage. I will. I will, Will. Two-handed, one-handed katanas, swords have all sorts of shapes and uses. Double-sided swords are specifically designed to utilize the blade's weight for heavy swings and thrusts.
However,
But when it comes to actually cutting, nothing beats a katana's blade. Touch one of those, even by accident, you could lose some fingers. Any weapon can be dangerous, though.
got it.
Any weapon can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All weapons are dangerous. That's why we must never allow ourselves to be distracted when handling them.
All right.
4 points. We're so close to rank 3.
Yet the blade which poses us the highest threat is not the sharp one, but the dull. You cannot have your weapon failing you right when you need it most. Caring for my weapon is an important step toward protecting myself, defeating my enemies, and achieving my goals. Perhaps it's pompous to say so, but I truly love the time spent doing this. All the more when you're here too.
Spend some time with Stroll honing our weapons. I can probably do the cooking whenever. I assume it just wants me to cook everything so that I can get the ultimate recipe for this guy. Because this guide is 100%, but I'm not going to follow it down to the wire.
Thick with trees, the wildlife retreats to safety before the sunlight fades, leaving only deafening silence. The
Quiet.
Anticipation that follows a journey's beginning swells in their hearts.
The only thing I'm really... The only real thing that I want 100% truly is maybe side quests, but okay, well that's like 50%. Like I kind of want to do as many side quests as I can, but I won't be upset if I miss some side quests. But more importantly, I want to focus on getting all bonds. That's the only real thing that I'm like specifically using this guide for. Everything else is just kind of a bonus added on. Hey, have you heard? There's a bath cask on the back deck now. I heard enough whinging about not being able to bathe, so I whipped something up. It's not elegant, but it'll do the job. No doubt it would shake too much to use while traveling, but it should be lovely to enjoy a soak while we're stopped.
Speaking of...
I've heard that in certain regions, fruit and grasses are added into bathwater to relieve exhaustion and strengthen the body. Should you encounter such items, perhaps you ought to consider a purchase. Thanks to Nearest, you can now use the bath cask on the back deck. Not only can you acquire mag by using it, but you can also add various bath salts to the water to improve your abilities. Neat.
The breeze feels nice.
3 more days on the road.
I can tell you're feeling stronger these days, but it's still too dangerous to go outside at night.
Lumi beep. And then, where's Nearest? Nearest?
All right then.
Nearest. Let's go check in with him.
How's that request of mine coming along, hmm?
I was so confused by hearing the bubbling sounds. I got so creeped out for some reason. That was very weird. Ugh. That was strange.
Hello. Aye, what's that look on your face? Boredom? Got nothing to do? Say, how's the search going? In regard to the lost relics, I mean.
Well, we found a strange piece of junk that gives me the feeling of a relic.
You intrigue me strangely, old girl. Let me take a look, would you?
Take a look. And here's the junk we picked up during our travels.
Well, would you look at that? It certainly doesn't appear to be a natural object. Oh, this one's a bit of a trick. You gotta follow the right steps to open it.
Wait, so there's something inside?
Just a little tug there, and there we are. It's open. Take a look. A lost relic. I can't believe it turned out to be a proper piece of treasure.
What?
You mean it's real? We just sort of stumbled across it.
I wonder if the mechanism's the same as the old carters. Eureka! My greatest invention yet! A work of genius made manifest! Thank you, Will.
Thank you.
10 hero essences.
I've got to say, finding these one after another is something else. I've half wondered if it was all an elaborate prank, but the old geezer was really onto something.
Hey. Did you doubt him?
What?
Did you doubt his journal?
That old geezer certainly liked to mess about with anyone he could. Made my childhood a frightful ordeal. I'll never forget, the night of my birthday, he brought me a book called his gift, a downright horrifying tome titled Lamentation of the Underworld or some such. He'd taken the liberty of reading it aloud when suddenly the lights went out. In the dark, he threw on a monster costume and started chasing me around. That damned old goat. Just thought that bright-eyed young Neurus grew up to be such a delicate and sensitive wallflower. I mean, just look at me.
I, don't see it.
Rather.
Anyhow, this is just one part of a greater whole. The more intricate bits here, I'll bet my feathers that's me to interlock with a partner piece.
So if we collect them all, it'll form something?
Likely so. That's what the old causer said anyway, though I haven't an idea what it makes. If he was right, I suppose it supported an ancient civilization. One piece of a superlative device that generates an immense and limitless power.
Wait, limitless? How's that possible? Not even igniters can do that, can they?
That, my girl, is something we can only find out once we've seen the finished product, huh? So, please, help me find the rest.
Definitely motivated. Definitely feel motivated now.
That's the spirit. I'm counting on you. Something tells me we'll have to gather up a whole lot for this.
Admit, it looks like junk to me.
I've been a connoisseur of junk since I was a sprout, I'll have you know.
Hey!
What were you like as a child?
Oh, I was an adorable, well-behaved boy from a prominent family. But one day, the old codger, who wasn't quite so old then, beckoned me over with his finger of fate. Curiosity got the better of me, and I saw he was holding a fossil caked in mud, alongside other bibbits and bobbits I couldn't begin to fathom. Next thing I know, I'm sneaking out of the house to dig for fossils in the cliffside with the gaffer. Naturally, my parents discovered this and had me grounded, but I wouldn't let that deter me. And one day, as I dug through the dirt, I picked up something that was clearly not a fossil. I read every technical book under the sun, but whatever this was eluded me. Although I did find a technical manual on gauntlet runners in my mad academic sprint, got a bit invested, and then suddenly I was an engineer.
It was fate. Must have been fate.
Perhaps so, old thing. Everything did seem to start there. It's how I came to be the man I am today. To taste the unknown, to escape tedium, that's just the course my mind tends to chart.
Thank you.
The decision to travel with you lot, collecting relics, that too was a result of letting the heart do as it pleases.
I fear Neris's overflowing love for relics, as well as his hearty faith in me. Rank up. Bombardier. At the start of battle on the Gauntlet Runner, or deck, enemies take damage. Could be handy, especially considering it seems like we're going to be fighting somebody coming up. A familiar face, even.
Oh, yes, about the next relic. I found a clue in the old man's journal. I've written it down in my notebook. Should be somewhere around here. Give it a gander if you would.
Right then.
I'll be, sir, all ship-shape and ready to go. I'm counting on you to search for another relic for me. I'll be waiting, lad.
This one's important.
Dregs of Destiny. 6 hero fruits.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That reminds
We'll arrive in the Ocean City the day after tomorrow. As me, you've erected a tent up above, haven't you? Do take care that it doesn't get carried off by the wind. I'm confident it will take more than that to pull that tent apart. I suppose some caution is warranted.
Speaking of...
Worst case scenario, you've got wings. You can just fly back to us now.
My young friend, where did you hear you geef up are capable of flight? I hate to disappoint, but they're rather more for gliding.
Didn't you fly during your awakening? 2 days will be in Brinehaven. Pantry. Give me food.
This is...
Oh, it actually tells us what we have and haven't cooked. I like that. Okay, that's good. Let's cook the curative coney roast.
Let's check.
This is a stroll one to make. Wait here, I'll go get him.
Now then.
Fall as often and as we simply refer to our meals as meat. Something to keep in mind is where it's cut from. The taste and texture can change dramatically, you know. Each type of meat has an ideal preparation, and if you do it well, it turns out tender and delicious. Something to strive for, wouldn't you say?
Speaking of...
So, what kind of cut do we have here? Ah, but never you mind. Just leave it to me. Alright, you do you, buddy boo. Began preparing the food with straw. Wash your meat and adjust the heat, so it goes. Although it depends on what your preference is, really. It's nearly time. No, it is time. Strike now!
Alright.
Yes, not bad so far. See the juices there? There's your proof that this is turning out delicious. We'll add a little something for the aroma when we're done. But just a little, it'll overshadow the flavor. Amazing. Straw and I made a delicious looking dish cooked to perfection. It's a curative oni roast. Smells great, doesn't it? Now imagine how it tastes.
Yeah.
Thanks to speed cooking, I cooked without passing time. Curative coney roast. You can only cook one thing a day, it seems, though.
What now?
Let's read. There are more books now. Perhaps Heisme added some to the collection. New World Travel Diary, Pride and Persuasion, or Bygone Days. Let's do Bygone Days. The monotoly of precise handwriting leads me to believe this is Heisme's. It appears to be a record of his life with his son. I haven't started reading it yet. Heisme left it here. I think it means it's okay to read. Making more tolerance. Shall I spend some time reading this book? Let's read it. Though sparse and objective, the words still manage to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. He writes of the day his son took his first steps, the first words his son spoke, a time his son nearly ripped his ears off climbing all over him. Of worrying about his son not eating his vegetables, of his son refusing to stop crying at night, of being so exhausted he'd fallen asleep in places without realizing it. See, being a parent brought him lots of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy. A warmth rises inside of me. I feel like my tolerance has improved.
All right.
4 points. There's still more left to read.
Nura speaking. Is it yours? I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
The city ruins come to view. This place
I see
once
freaking
flourished
Katharina's
through
ship.
The excavation of magla crystals by migrant workers. The work was hard, but the miners were hardy and spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. In its time, it may have rivaled Brilhaven. However, the promise of strong magla drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain, and with the promise of abandoned riches followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seem to scurry home empty-handed, gripped by fear.
Whoa.
This is...
It's a truly harrowing sight. Look at all those crystals. Simply coming here is enough to wound a soul. It sure settles into my very bones as I consider what could have occurred here. Something wrong, lad? They're gonna run and get the best of your stomach again. No, sorry. I was just reminded of something unpleasant. Are you okay?
Everything okay?
Are you okay?
Right.
Yeah, sorry to cause you any concern. I know what destroyed this village. I've no doubt about it. This is the work of a human. Indeed, the scars left upon this place differ from the traces left behind by monster attacks or acts of war. Right. I don't know if the magla crystal is what attracted the humans here, or if the attack caused them, but my hometown will eventually...
Sure. I'll make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask that you recall the time when we cut down the human at the castle and saved all those lives within.
That's why.
Do not allow your thoughts to dwell on negativity. The day will come when both this place and your homeland will flourish once again.
Yeah.
Yes. I suppose you're right. I feel like coming face to face with the cruel decline of the village has deepened my wisdom in its own way.
All right.
Hey! My stomach sends notice that our next meal is overdue. Why don't we head back?
I guess Nearest can read the room when he wants to, huh?
So,
Let's put this place behind us. Yeah.
Here.
By the by, I made another drawing. This picture will bring viewers no joy, but it is an important sight to document nonetheless.
Take the drawing with me to ensure I never forget what happened here.
As the sun sinks below the horizon, the gauntlet
Hi,
runner arrives at a
Squidward.
land dense with trees. The glow of the gauntlet runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its light.
I just see Katharina's ship and I can't stop laughing. The day after tomorrow we'll be in a real maritime city.
I bet we'll be able to see the ocean soon. First time for both of us.
I want to see something. Whoops. Can I go to the calendar real quick? I want to see, does it tell us when Forgiveness Day? Exhibition of the Brave on the 21st. Okay. We don't know what any of the other exhibitions are yet right now either. Well, we're almost there. We'll be there very, very soon, at least. Sorry, I'm looking at something. Bring me back inside.
Let's go.
Let's cook the konisu.
Let's check.
This is this Joel want to make.
Hey.
Meat with a bit of chew can be nice, but I prefer braised, low and slow. When it melts the moment it hits your tongue. Truly exceptional. Though that method does take forever.
Even so.
Still, time should not deter you from taste. And once you taste it, you'll want to keep doing it. I began preparing the food with Stroll. Season it well, then cook it until it starts to brown.
Got it?
It already looks good enough to eat, but we must endure.
Got it.
All that's left is to let it soak in its flavor. We must control the heat carefully now to keep our eyes on the prize. The aroma is surely whetting your appetite, but don't give in. The juice is precious and not a single drop can be wasted. It's konisu. Nicely done, if I do say so myself. You've earned first taste, I say. Nice.
Konisu. Next up, we can read.
Alright then.
I'm gonna make sure I save here, because I think once we, I think that we're gonna be fighting freaking Katharina. Bookshelves is lined with interesting books. Let's read up Bygone Days once more.
Heisman left it here. I think that means it's okay to read.
If I read this book, I may gain more intolerance. Let's read the book. The sparse objectives, the words still manage to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. The entry describes Heisman and his son running through the fields together on a beautiful sunny day. You can almost hear their carefree cries of laughter. At one point, Heisman loses sight of his son, only to find he'd climb a tall tree. Heisman is mortified until the boy nimbly jumps down, just as his father would have.
I see. Being a parent brought him lots of struggles, but even more than that brought...
Yeah, it said the same thing.
Alright.
More left.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Once more.
Quite.
Ah, the salty yet strangely refreshing aroma of seawater is already upon us. At this rate, we should be reached Briarhaven by tomorrow.
Seawater? I thought so. The air feels a lot more clammy, so I assume that's what it was.
And so we put the forest behind us at long last. That must mean that we've already ventured beyond that where that cliff collapsed barring passage.
I see.
It would seem it was fixed without a trace of its ruin. And speaking of ruin, near us, do remember that we're relying on you for safe passage the rest of the way.
See the ocean.
The rest of the waters around Briarhavens are kind of strange. I'm curious what he meant by that.
Yeah, I'm too. What do you mean by water strange?
This is...
Briny salt. I should have tried buying more ingredients earlier. Let's cook the red roasted beedo.
Let's check.
That's the Stroll wanted to make.
How many days have you called me in for cooking, my good friend? Quality meat is delicious all on its own, but if you prepare it with a little effort applied to the right places, it can taste even better. That goes something I've heard anyway.
And then...
In other words, we can't just haphazardly toss things together. Proven combinations of ingredients will win the day. That's good.
Got it?
Heat control makes all the difference with meat. Ready? This is the moment we've been waiting for. We must strike the perfect balance between delicate and bold. Phew, with that done, we are nearly to the finish line. It wouldn't be so exciting if it was just my dinner, but when you cook for others, you gotta give them your very best. Even by sight alone, I know this will be delicious. It's red grass roasted beto. That aroma really whets the appetite. There's a speed cooking. Spend time with Stroll, by the way. Where's Stroll? Stroll.
All right then.
Is he in the lounge? No.
All right then. Let's head there right away.
Whoa! Ooh! Look at this! I do love kind of just watching the runner go about. There's something very just entertaining about whoa! Don't fall near us! I feel like I could just watch this all day. Just the runner running. Alrighty then. Before we continue, I just want to look at something. Sorry, I'm just looking at something. Sorry. Sorry, I was looking at something. I'm getting confused. Whoa! Save. I should probably save first. I don't remember when I last saved. Alright, now we can hang out with you. Let's clean up our weapons. Spend some time with Stroll honing our weapons. We have no more dialogue with him for it. But fearless courage.
Courage.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, kindle the flame of thy courage to ignite the hearts of thy people. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which our followers' passions may be inflamed. Nice. Enemies coming our way! Also, I thought, looks like it's that Missy's Gauntlet Runner coming for us this time. Hey, you lot! Yeah, I'm the Gauntlet Runner over there. You're not becoming king on my watch. I have short fuse, you know, and that means that if you don't come out right now, kaboom! So you Miss says, I'm hoping you lot are willing to act. Of course.
Certainly.
Don't worry, we won't take this line down. Wait, they're coming on board at the other end. Well, now we have to accept their challenge. All right, bring it. Except, it's you.
We meet again. Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback.
About that, I've got a little surprise for you.
Give me a break, lady. Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either.
Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen. My people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got?
I'm gonna try and save the Parapus.
Oh, I've become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
Just leave this to me.
Yours, get him! Nice. Just a free 600 damage drop attack.
Falling back.
All right, let's do this. Lurking Nightblade. We'll start with. You know what? No, we're gonna start by going back here. We're gonna start with spamming Tarun on it.
Weaken.
Swordmaster!
Skullcracker.
Magic Seeker!
Cyclo.
Power! Magic Knight!
Let's lower your evasion as well.
Going in for the
Tiger Eruption Fist. That's pretty painful.
Oh, please. I'll use what I must. I have my
Tarunda.
methods.
No holding back!
That's nothing.
Magic Seeker! Maybe we'll do this together. Let's go.
Looks like we can't move.
Fight us power.
Cyclo.
Let justice prevail. Healing up.
Heal up.
My thanks.
I owe you.
Why are you so strong, damn you? But this is where the real fight begins. Get ready to get stomped.
Bring it. Tiger Eruption Fist. You missed.
Lost it.
Sorry. But I'm not gonna easy on you.
Rancor.
Lurking Nightblade.
Swordmaster!
Skullcracker.
Not done yet. They won't hold back!
Cyclo.
Still here?
Magic Knight. Shatter.
Shield Arts.
Still standing, I see.
Meditation.
Joke. Going in for the
Tiger Eruption Fist. You missed.
Now that
And you missed the person that mattered most on.
Oh, power of king.
Lurking Nightblade.
Apologies. Would you finish it?
I'll crush you! They die hard!
Come forth, Royal Sword!
Cyclo. Easy peasy.
No. Why? Why? I trained so much for this. This isn't supposed to happen.
Sorry. Tekken.
Good. Sister.
That's a game.
Strive for greater heights.
Give me more luck.
I admit, it feels good.
I continue to grow up.
I didn't know
Very
I
nice.
had it in me.
I can't increase anymore.
I've lost.
Oh, damn, I lost again. If I could just beat you, I'd ask you to join me. But that power of yours is really something. Hey, don't you rest easy, because I will win next time. Start preparing now, you got that?
Katharina, cheer up. Who?
Yeah?
I saw your runner, so I followed you. There's stuff they say.
Eureka's. Who do you think I am exactly?
Oh, pardon me. I know perfectly well you're the great Katharina Gran. Everyone here knows you. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you.
Oh.
Are these people migrating to find work? Even though it might kill them in the end.
What other options do parapists like him have? It might be dangerous, but you gotta break some eggs to make an omelet.
Eureka's, wait. Take this, and see if you can't stop everyone from leaving for now.
Hey,
Good news, you lot! Katharina's made a generous donation! Oh, thank you. Now we can eat for once.
Listen to me.
Listen, everyone. I know these times are trying, but this kind of work ain't the answer. If you can hold out just a little longer, I swear, I'm gonna set things right for us.
well then.
Oh, there we are. We believe in you, Katharina!
I earned that money slaying a monster just a few days ago. It was meant to be the start of my real campaign fund. It's a small price to pay to helping out my people, but it'll last them what? A few weeks at most? They'll be heading out to find work again in no time. I can't just fathom dying to earn a living. And the fat cats are all too happy to put... Hey, when the pappers take them up on it.
I'll make
When
it
I'm in charge, first thing I'm gonna do is offer bounties for their bloody heads. They squeeze us dry, so I'll squeeze them right back. Is money the answer, though? Will handing out money make this better? I got no clue myself. I had to try something.
But
Even now, tons of those people aren't gonna survive. And I can't tell who are even in today to wait until tomorrow. Well, I think of something. I was just lucky, you know. I had the strength to push through and survive. The truth is, most people don't have that kind of strength. They need someone to provide it for them.
that's why.
You should know better than most. Those who act God take action. If they don't, nothing in this bloody world's gonna change. It'll stay as rotten as it is. So many say there's nothing to be done. They only say that because the Parapets are right where they want them, beneath everybody. They couldn't have the Parapets start doing well for themselves. That would shake up the shoddy ground they were standing on. They like this twisted world just as it is.
Let's change things. Sure. Let's change things ourselves then.
That's exactly what I plan on doing, Will. With anyone able to take the throne, now's the time to do it. Which means I can't just hand it to you either.
Thanks.
Much obliged, Will. We may be enemies, but I like having these talks. I'm not as powerful as I need to be, but still, I reached out to the recruitment center, and we should be seeing bigger rewards for bounties. Go check it out on it. We gotta keep taking those monsters down. We'll beat this world into peace together.
You got it. I feel Katharina's indignation toward the world's absurdities as well as her deep faith in me. A leveled up brawler. Yeah, wait, it is brawler.
The loyal hunter Katharina, keeper and inheritor of the brawler's virtues.
No.
Through thy shared bond and a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom. Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny.
Rank 3.
I'm not letting anyone
Can study the pugilist and fans the purse of bounty rewards at each state's recruitment center. The pugilist. Oh! I need to see that. That looks sick.
Next time I see you, I'm taking you down for sure, so don't go dying on me.
I have to see what I just saw.
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland. Nocturnal creatures who lay dormant beneath the fens in the light rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls, fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
Muddy Camp. So you're arriving tomorrow.
Can't wait to see what kind of place Brawlhaven is.
Got the Dreamy Road. I have to see what that looked like. That looked sick. Hang on. Where is it? Besides physical attacks, it excels in critical hits and focuses on maintaining a vicious, deadly offense. Surprise Upset. More stun more easily in overworld combat. Crushing Fist. High Voltage. Increases critical rate when knocking out an enemy and beginning Squabble. Power Thrust. Pierce damage. Lower defense. Increases critical hit when wielder is mortally wounded. Strike damage. And enemies cannot critically hit wielder. Ooh. Really? That's a weird one, but cool. Bro, this guy looks sick. I cannot get enough of these freaking designs. I'm sorry. Except I'm not. I'm not at all sorry. Deal with it.
This power.
You can trust in me.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it. Anyways, let's go to the lounge. Let me make sure we save the game here. So we arrive in Brylehaven now, in the next in-game day. 3 bygone days. Almost done reading it. Let's read it. He recalls a time his son came to him in tears, upset he couldn't sing a certain song well. They ended up singing other songs together through the night until falling asleep. The next morning, Haizme woke to his son, eyes still swollen from crying the night before, singing the song he'd been trying to learn, a birthday song for his father. Aww.
All right.
Increased by 4. That's all done. With that, I finished the book, feeling my understanding of the world has deepened.
All right.
Another extra 4. Nice, so we got a total of 8 from that. Nice. That's really good for the books then. What the heck?
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
Alright, I'm quite concerned going into this day because apparently there is a bunch of stuff, like side stuff we can do here.
Hello?
Well, not really.
Hello, Mr. Captain.
But apparently after this, we will not have a couple days where there is no dialogue where there's no optional stuff mentioned, which concerns me because that usually means stories happening. Serious story, and I'm scared. Also, what?
Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
Let me sleep.
Brylehaven. It's been a while.
You've been here.
You've been before.
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents, I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Yeah.
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
What I'm more concerned about is Barden.
I really hope Joanna shows up.
Yeah, Barden and Joanna.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Let's hope it works.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Brylehaven.
Let's see it.
Port Brylehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Brylehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the Gauntlet Runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
All right. Here we are.
Wow! It's the ocean!
Whoa.
Just look! There's water all the way to the horizon!
What's with that orb? Did you see that giant orb of water? Wait, there's a bunch of orbs of water. What? Is this what he meant? Is this what Nearest meant by the water being weird here?
It's kind of like the capital, but totally different!
Yes. The city of water, Brylehaven.
Yeah, there's just large orbs of water floating in the sky. Oh, hey. Is that not...
Sancta Cadeau.
Oh.
You've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors? With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
I don't care if I honestly get good ratings or bad.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
My popularity ranking says I'm 64th most popular right now, so I wouldn't be talking. So where do we go? I guess right here.
Would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Skyrunner, though.
No, no. I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctus Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics.
I sense a disdain.
Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make. You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
I can't wait to see it. I'm looking forward to
looking
it.
forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
Just give me time to prepare.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies.
Hello, Glodell.
If it isn't the walking headache.
Well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heisme fiend?
By the way, about that, say hi to Heisme.
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke. He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the mat.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. 'Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight. Come
Will
later.
it? Can't wait to see you frothing at the mouth.
And that was?
An asshole.
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Just park up on top of the cliff. We can jump down. Well, this'll do.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
Fair enough.
It is much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, must sample the local delights. They far better seafood than in the capital.
Oh, Hulkenberg. Hopefully it's nothing too weird.
Hope it's nothing too weird.
You've nothing to fear. Truly, I find most living things are edible.
Hulkenberg, I'm pretty sure you would result to cannibalism.
You need higher standards, lady.
If you're sure, Neurus, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
All right. There are apparently a bunch of things we can do right now. Sort of.
We came all this way to a big city. I think we deserve a real inn.
This is a joy.
So we're currently in Port Brilehaven. There's nothing we can really do right here. No, this is Seabury Street. This is actually perfect. So first off, there are a bunch of golden beetles here, and we're finally going to be able... Oh, hey, it's you.
Hey, young Elden candidate. I've been waiting to meet you.
Hey.
You're that town crier, aren't you?
The name's Bartlin. Last we saw each other was just before your scrap with Godot's runner, I believe. What a scene that was. Figured hitching a ride with Godot would be safe, but then you and Glodell both showed up. Anyway, I've kept busy with my candidate reviews since then, Ford and most recently. He's who I rode here with.
Good grief.
Look, I know it's me saying this, but be careful out there. The crowd theocracy will do whatever it takes to win, you know? They're reckless with their runners, too. Usually you'd stop and camp during the night, but not them. We just kept running.
Huh?
No way. They don't rest at all?
Yep, an easy trick when you got God's grace, plus loads of money and people, which the Sanctifix surely has. There he's brought us quite something too. If you want to outshine him, you'll need quite the plan.
This fella.
I can tell, you got something up your sleeve. I'm looking forward to seeing it unfold, my young Elden friend.
There are a bunch of things we can actually gather here, apparently. First off, there should be a dock around here.
All right then.
I hope getting too close to this won't immediately... Okay, we're good. Aha! Here it is. Gold beetle. Next up at the... There is a alleyway somewhere around here.
All right then. My money's on Santa Fe.
There's one over here, it looks like.
Oh God.
Gone clammy all over in this humidity I have.
Apparently there should be another bug around here.
All right then.
Martira was the only place we visited that didn't have corpses lying around, huh? Then again, I guess it's had its own gruesome problems.
Ah, there it is. Next up, we can go to a merchant area, it seems like. Somewhere here.
Oh God. Proper races.
Now, all I can offer you is medicinal herbs. Here, I'll buy a herb. Thanks. Seems like there's some secret to this store.
All right.
I want to explore.
All right then.
Can I go other places here? Yes, I can, actually. I'm kind of surprised. I wasn't fully expecting it. What is this place? Merchant's Bazaar. Alright, this is where some more beetles can be found. So there's a small alley somewhere.
All right then.
Young maid! Young maid! Young maid! Young maid!
Bye-bye.
Oh, what a pity.
Blast this heat. What is it?
I can just go in here.
All right then.
Aha! Here it is. It's barely visible.
Unstinking believable.
And then it's at an alleyway.
Blast this heat. Oh, what a pity.
In a small alley, I buy a certain place.
Ridiculous.
Young maid! Young maid!
Ain't this a pickle?
Another fairy!
You there?
Ugh.
Just like that, they were gone. No understanding fairies. Oh, hey, this is it. That explains it. Next up, we can go to... There's another area called Arena? I'm not sure where we can get there, though. Maybe by taking the thing here?
Beg pardon?
Well met, eh? Aha.
This area. Take me to the arena front. Ah, I can see it from here. Insects emitting strange light. Alright, and then there's somebody here, very important person we can actually talk to here. This guy down here, I can see the symbol on him.
I do believe I know your face from somewhere.
Wait, you're the old man who was in the giant sandwich stomach.
You! What are you doing here?
None other.
How'd you get out?
I mean,
How'd you get out of that worm?
truth be
Oh, I intend for that one to be my final resting place, but after running into you young grubs, I long to see the outside world again. I just gave the worm a little poke with magic to loosen up its belly. From there, why, it's no trouble at all.
So you got out the same way we did. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe.
That's neither here nor there. Tell me, you haven't seen any glowing beetles around, have you? They're strange and wondrous insects, luminescent with the golden light of Magla. If you do have any, I'd sure like to take them off your hands.
Look at this.
A glowing bug? I feel like we captured at least one.
Oh, this is it! A genuine gold beetle! I must reward you for your efforts. Here, take this.
Arcane dragon blood?
Restores the magla that surrounds your body. Maybe you'll find a use for it yet.
What's
Wow, that's incredible. Are you sure you want to exchange it for a worthless bug? Just who are you?
I'm but an old man with a passion for insects. I only ended up in that warm stomach because I was too absorbed in catching specimens to notice my surroundings. You're traveling all about the country, are you not? If you find more gold butt beetles, could you bring them to me? If you're that familiar chitter, give the area a quick look. Collect 12 of them for me, and I'll give you the Venom Orb Charm next.
all good?
I mean, sure. If we find any more, well, gold beetles along the way, we'll come see you again.
The more gold beetles you collect, the better the items you receive. What they don't tell you is that it is completely possible.
Hey there.
If you bring 13, I'll bring you Claw Breakers. And if you bring 13 in a Flame Steel Corselet. And if you bring me the additional 8, I will give you the Grace Treasure of the Dragon's Fall. So it doesn't seem like it's anything overly important. What did he even give me? It's a one-time item. Restores all MP for all allies. I mean, that's handy, but... How many do I have?
Hey there.
Venom Orb Charm.
Actually, from dragon's poison. Well, not I've ever tried myself.
Still, if you have items that protect you from dragons, you're no regular bug researcher, are you?
Sure, but you see, gold beetles here have a slightly different sign depending on the magla where it lived. I know all I'm doing is attempting to solve the mystery. There's still gold beetles.
Understood.
So what does the Venom's Orb Charm do?
What now?
Venom's Ward. Prevent physical status ailments. Prevents poison, malady, paralysis, hex, burn, and frostbite. I'm sorry, what? Why did you give me this early in the game? Give that to me? Why would you give me that now? That seems like such a broken item to just randomly give this early on. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. But I am sincerely confused. Okay, aside from my delusions, we can head back to the merchant bazaar and there's some ingredients we can apparently buy. Which I'm now realizing I need to be better at buying ingredients, so... I also have my guide that just had a stroke and reset itself on me, so that's fantastic. Let's buy some stuff. And sell some stuff while we're at it. Pristine clear water, briny salt. We'll buy just a bit. Give me all the fruit. Meh. Marble bluefin tuna. And then we can check out the shops and get some, see what we can and can't get. Nothing to check there. More damage. Lots more damage everywhere all around. Premium! Jesus, what are these prices? These prices are highway robbery. I'll get the weaker variants because those at least are not exactly highway robbery.
Good.
Jesus. I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong. It's just Jesus Christ. I'm gonna need to farm a dungeon and for like an entire day or two. Two, actually, at minimum. What I should do is, while there's a discount going on, this looks like a shop that can sell basic healing items. If so... Wait, this is not exciting. Decreases attack for... Ooh. Buy a bunch of stuff. We can't buy any of the really cheap stuff, but that'll do for now, I think. The only other thing is armor, but again, I don't even know. With the amount that it costs to buy armor, or to buy weapons, I'm scared to even think about armor. Yep, highway robbery. HP recovery, prevents paralysis. It's good stuff too, gosh dang it. I'm gonna have to just come back here once I get cash. I want to upgrade everything, but I need a lot of farming and cash due. I'm going to be putting everybody to merchant. I'm gonna have to use merchant to hell and back at this point.
Blast this heat.
Well met, eh?
While we're at it, there's one other thing I want to check. Number 64, popularity rank. Take me to the Engler's Inn Square. And now the guides has basically abandoned me for a bit. Oh, that's terrifying. Hello, Sky.
You can really see the king's face from here, huh? I realized it was slowly moving, but it's coming to Briarhaven. Was beyond my expectations. I wonder why it came.
Yes.
I do suspect it keeps a watchful eye on the top candidates. It's evident that we're being observed, as you've seen from the coronation rock. Well, maybe that's actually for the better. Seeing that thing in the sky might actually make everyone really think about the king's future.
Okay then.
Anyway, we better get to find an inn we can stay at.
Ridiculous.
Who's this?
Leave it to me.
I promise I will help anyone who is in trouble. Out of money, don't want to die, simply ask Jin to guide you.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Actually, I'm having some issues with my work.
Of course, don't worry. I'm well versed in Briarhaven's economic affairs.
He's definitely shady.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's not very hard to assume.
Even now, His Majesty's face watches on. Once the exhibition of the Brave is over with, it's on to Montario next, I suppose. I never thought I'd see the Royal Palace entire born aloft, let alone on a skybound pilgrimage to Uchronia's 3 great cities. Royal magic. And what tremendous magic it is indeed.
Ridiculous. What do I do?
Hey, more.
Oh, this blooming heat.
What is it
You there. You have a look about you like one of my supporters, are you? No. Don't you be shy, dear boy. Finding yourself drawn to beauty is only natural after all.
Yeah.
Beauty is always my creed, and more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? And whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace. Yes, like this golden pavilion. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy a room at such a lavish place as this.
This guy's a jerk. I want to stay at an inn full of people like him anyway.
Oh, this blooming heat.
You're the one who gave that speech in Martira. Guess we both been able to make it safely to Briarhaven. Were you planning to stay at this inn? Fortunately, there aren't any beds left. Because of the exhibition, everyone's full up. And after I told myself I was going to make sure I stay somewhere nice this time, too.
I see.
That's so. If this place is no good, we'll have to look somewhere else. But wait, that gauntlet run of yours! The one that you had parked in the middle of Martira! You have more powerful chassis than mine. Tell me, what sort of technology does it use?
I don't really know, to be honest with you.
What a shame. You got inside without even knowing how it worked. Your crew must have quite a talented engineer. You know, right? I'm a competitor too, and I'm very proud of my gauntlet runner. That means that if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force.
No.
Look who's here. You're the Elderfell from Martyr, aren't you? Guess we both got ourselves marks from the exhibition. We hoping to stay the same. Sorry to disappoint you, if so, because I just got tossed out on my ear by the Egg Keeper. Centauri fool, and the one calling itself the I'm one, come all in. Some joke, huh?
Is there anyone else?
There's 2 other inns nearby, but I'm already thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the Golden Corral Pavilion, where knobby wankers like Forden stay. A parapet or no staying there, fat bloody chance. And there's an inn past the Golden Corral, but that one's twice as pricey. Rumors say you'll find Luis, naturally. Probably bought the whole place for his rabble-rousing crew.
You think so? Guess we better avoid that one then.
Not that we could afford to begin with. As far as the other options go, there's a spider's den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy-looking UG stand out front, smiling all creepy-like. Puts me right off staying there, so I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn when there's a tavern? From this day on, I claim it's my castle.
I don't get much sleep in a tavern. I sure wouldn't anyway. Not the spider's den sounds much better. Then again, there's no way we're getting into the Golden Corral, so we might not have a choice. Should we go check it out?
Well, let's go see it.
All right then. Let's go.
This way. Oh, it's in this area. Whoops.
Hi. Oh, none for lodging, are we? I've spare room available. I won't refuse service to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals, persecuted tribes. Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business away. Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payment afterwards.
This place seems really shady, but we might as well look at the room. Alright. I feel like we're about to get scammed to hell and back. Alright, let's take a look.
Well,
I should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town. You're talking.
Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Are you scared of bugs? Don't worry, I am too.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Wait, that's a good point.
Hence the hut.
You know what? Fair enough.
That's why you lived in that hut.
Fair enough.
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Yeah.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yeah.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
We don't have any other option. We have to.
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
Yeah.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Yeah.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Alright.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
You know, I just realized something. Oh, wait. Katharina! And
beauty. What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected.
how did any of these guys become candidates?
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together,
Bruh.
we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of...
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right?
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head. Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command. Hear, hear, for Rousant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
And then
I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our help.
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
you're right.
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Fawn.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
He's right. Ugh. Purple man here. I'm slightly more okay with the blue guy.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Every day. Just make the entire world will be drunk.
Next round's on, lovely.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Damn. Well.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Aye.
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
We'll see.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
It don't bother me.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious.
Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
Oh, serenade me, shall you? Serenade me, shall you? Yes! Yes! Got it! What the? I got some weird creepy creature. What did I even catch? What did I do?
Edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
What the? It's alive still!
By all means, let us try it.
Hulkenberg, I'm going to laugh at you if you one of these days when you just end up perishing at the second you try and eat something.
Did she even look at it?
No. Please.
Why, tis delicious.
I swear to God.
The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I swear to God.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
I would certainly hope.
Can't afford to be too picky.
Well, at least it ought to be
I
better
also
than
didn't see the options.
cuisine we suffered in Martira.
I was just hitting A to move dialogue along.
Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
'Tis fine enough without, I say.
She's so happy.
You need way higher standards, lady.
She will resort to cannibalism one of these days.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal.
Uh.
I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me.
I remember you, but why are you here?
Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
How'd you hear about it?
How did you hear about all this?
It's a crier's business to hear things. So, do you have a head ready? Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose. Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party.
I was telling you the truth. We do have a head, and
I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you. All right?
okay.
That cry is an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
I was kind of hoping he would be a Bond, but I don't think we have enough slots for that, unless he becomes a party member, but I doubt that.
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on.
You're batting for us.
Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Huh.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Joanne Barton should reach the city by morning. I imagine they will aim to find us in our Gauntlet Runner. Notice all to be there to greet them. When the day dawns, we should head to the Gauntlet Runner.
I'm terrified. I'm hoping. Don't just arrive late, please. Just arrive on time. Let's not have any scary potentialities happen. Rest well. Let's just get it done and done.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Please just let him be there. Could you knock it off?
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
I think they'll come still, though.
Now come.
Ah, I'm going to splash some water on my face.
Are they gonna be in the bathroom again? Gosh dang it, not again! Boring! Why is everybody in the bathroom all the time?
Apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself! Is something the matter, Barden?
Why?
They were here the whole time?
I swear to God, Nura, stop stuffing people in the bathroom!
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit.
Okay, he didn't stuff him in this time, but still!
I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a Sanctress.
Well...
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
Can I have an explanation to why he's drunk?
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins.
Nura, stop getting drunk.
It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
How much of a lightweight are you?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves.
Yeah, I feel bad about this, but it's what she wants, though.
In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here.
Yeah.
You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
A fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
I intend to.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Let's get to it. Time for judgment. Judgment Day has arrived.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people
Bro, that guy's a chess piece.
To demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne.
I'm sorry, but that guy's a chess piece.
At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
Yeah.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
Oh well.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your
Uh-oh.
eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table. Starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
This ain't good.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one.
Oh, hey, it's that girl.
The people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
Rella Cygnus.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
I'm sorry, Heisme.
Brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Really?
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood and, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them.
I can tell you're very nervous. I hope she becomes a party member. She seems
I
cool.
did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm...
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there. Clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Look at her.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
Wait, sister? Wait, what? Oh, wait, hang on. Something ain't right here. Sister? Not that. No, no, no. It was the Nydia. Yeah, you're Nydia. But she's your sister. But her wings imply that she's... Her wings imply that she's Ishkia, right? Yeah. The wings imply that she's Ishkia. How are you sisters?
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
I'm worried.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
He just brought a big fish. Boring.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
Okay.
Stand up, fellow, my good people. Strength and compassion in one package. He's got the crowd on his side right from the start.
Not terrible, not terrible.
Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
Glodell? What are you carrying?
Challenger. Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Glodell the Black Hound.
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner.
Yeah?
I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Nice.
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please.
He's getting knocked out running.
Very much obliged. You may step down.
Bye-bye. Pathetic.
Now, on to the neck.
What? The... Jesus! Who caught the Kraken? Oh, of course.
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
Of course, it's Forden.
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
I have a bad. We're gonna cause quite the stir.
His Eminence Forden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
We're gonna be causing quite a shakeup.
Forden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's fine.
He'll be fine. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize.
The
Let's
chess
see
piece.
what head we've got now. Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Ooh. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now.
Oh boy.
This should wrap up our show.
I'm kind of worried.
Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Okie dokie, here goes nothing.
Where's their head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martyra? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. You chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martyra.
Oh dear.
I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd. Speak sense, woman.
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, Captain of Martyra's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Oh dear.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martyra.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of events. We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
Yeah, we've caused quite the stir.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Forden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve.
Joanna.
O new king. It is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
Promise.
I will. I promise.
Thank you.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Well,
Those crazy kids have done it again. What a show!
well, at least we got his support. I'm happy with that. 49. At the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken a notice of me. Hope this eventually leads to saving the prince. Welp. That was something.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
Yeah.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Yeah.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose.
Still.
I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I don't think it was the wrong decision, though. Think about it. Martyr would still be plagued with what was happening to it. Children would have still been kidnapped and fed to a human.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. That's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
What? Louise?
We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
Fidelio and Basilio? Well.
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Yeah.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
Right.
Great. It worked for us.
Well said. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Oh, Juna.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
Well.
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
I'd assume.
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Yeah, I would say we were in the right. What?
Luis,
Hi.
I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you?
Okay.
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
What? Do you think she'll be a party member?
Master Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
I can see her being a party member. I'm still confused about what she said, though. That she's sisters with that Ishkia. wouldn't that imply she has wings? Unless she's like a half-blood. But then again, if she was a half-blood, she'd have to like hide a feature. I mean, if she's a half-blood, I mean, let's see. How could you hide each feature? You can't really hide an Elda, I don't think. I mean, you probably wouldn't be able to tell if someone was a mixed Elda anyways. I mean, you can't really hide Kleemar with the tribe. You can't really do it well with Rusante either. I don't think that's possible. I mean, that's also all half impossible. Parapus, sorry, I was looking at some. Can't really do that. I guess you could hide your wings, but even then, oh no. The markings? Oh no. Mastari, third eye.
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
Wait. No, I'm crazy.
We'd better be getting back as well.
Alright. Bye, Glodal.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
I don't know. Well.
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It's not a done deal.
Not a done deal. Still, tis a significant step forward. We've crossed a dangerous bridge, and the risk paid off.
Indeed.
We've finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
The Gauntlet Runner?
Wouldn't that be inside his Gauntlet Runner?
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
I'm curious what he's going to sell us.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Johanna, a backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself.
Oh, he's angry.
Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
No.
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith.
That is rigged as shit.
After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
You know... Technically speaking, we already have a divine relic. What if we just teleport in front of everyone?
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
I really hope we get that Ishkia girl as our ally.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Bro.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
I really hope we can get Rel free.
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Please break free.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
I really hope she joins us. I just feel bad for her.
Understood.
Please join us. Be free.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
All right, what now?
Hello, a word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Louis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
Nope.
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Louis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Louis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
Off we go. Night Prowler, huh?
Should be on the edge of town. I've heard the ferryman should know how to get there.
Well met, eh?
Or what the next task is going to be. Thunderstorm. Could you take me to the Night Prowler? See what one of them and bros were talking about. I've heard all about it, so go on. I'll be all right behind me. The brothers? Are you talking about the two Pappas? Go ahead and save the game here. I wonder if we'll get another teammate soon. I feel unwelcome. Oh, hi. It's you two.
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show.
Fair enough.
Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
Anne?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in. Make some points from my own life.
That's the big brother?
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
Okay. Why is everyone staring at us? I don't like this. We're getting sinister looks from the whole pub.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I treat all tribes equally.
Just like Lord Luis.
All right, a bit much. Ease off. You know there's a big difference between meritocracy and equality. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too.
Yeah.
Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
Oh,
I'm actually in love with Lady Juno. No, well, my condolences.
damn, he just got pity.
Out of your league, chum.
Bro, he got panicked like, oh man, damn.
I dare say you both speak from the sting of experience.
Damn.
And you speak like a man with a death wish.
Oof.
Whatever. You've got some brass to you, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladel ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now, you're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you.
Alright.
Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
Caradius.
No funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, what, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments, and, well, you know how that ends.
Great. Well, this is terrifying.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search and...
Gallica? You're up.
Wait, me?
You're a fairy, of course you.
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Where?
Sorry, sunset. Time flies by so fast.
So?
Luis's gauntlet runner, the Caradrius, is stationed in Worship Harbor. Let's take a ferry to get us over there. I have a bad feeling about this. I feel like this is going to end terribly somehow. Alright, take me to the Caradrius front.
Incredible.
It didn't hit me until we got right up close to it, but this runner is really huge.
Hey!
Oh, over here! Keep your heads out of the clouds, will you?
Sam!
You bumpkins can fall over the Caradrius all you want later. We won't be flying for a good while anyway, with the Soiree and all.
Sorry, what's that?
Hey boss, how about you don't go telling them about anything that they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now follow me. I want to give you a grand tour.
Got it.
Oh, and our friendly warning, be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis, dead on the spot. Got it?
Not shy about making threats. We'll stay on his good side, okay?
Seriously.
Let's not test his patience then, huh? Lord Luis is in the reception room. You don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
This feels dangerous. This also feels like a dungeon entrance. What the heck is this? Is this going to be a dungeon?
No.
I actually do think this is going to be a dungeon at this rate. What? I can feel it being a dungeon.
Check this out.
This is 100% a dungeon. Okay. This is absolutely a dungeon. The way it's set up is 100% a dungeon.
What now?
We'll read all the other stuff next episode. This is 1000% a dungeon. Alright.
Got it.
And here we are. Come on in.
I'm leaving.
Don't wander off. Until you get used to it, this place can be a real maze. For some reason, I already forgot your... Oh...
Yeah?
There's so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected not as much from Luis's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched.
Well...
Lock in an alternate recruit is only going to stand out. We're on the same side as all of them for now, so stand tall.
And yet...
This feels dangerous.
You're not serious.
Yeah, this is 1000% a dungeon.
Got it.
The reception room is on the top floor. This lift will get you there. What the?
What in the...
What was that? Happens to everyone. Is that some sort of magic-controlled locking mechanism?
Yeah?
It keeps the suspicious element out. You know, like the bastards pretending they're grunts when they're actually assassins.
I see.
Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 7 keys for different areas. Only select few ranking soldiers have them. You want to walk freely around the runner? Then you're going to have to move up our ranks a bit first. I can already... Okay, this is definitely the dungeon. Keys are only given to ranking soldiers, is it? Navigating this place may prove difficult without those in opposition. We would need to acquire them and then... Oi, already trained treacherous whispers amongst yourself, eh? Quit the gossip and get on already.
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. I almost forgot we're inside a gauntlet runner. Quit looking around so much. But what we got here? We letting schoolboys in the school ranks now. These kids are new recruits.
So that's all it took, huh? A little show at the exhibition? Used to be that you'd have to prove yourself before you could stand with the Count's men.
No.
They got Lord Luis's approval. If that's not enough for you, I'd keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of what, these peasants? Against me? Please, I'm a bloody sergeant. I can settle this right here, right now, and they'll be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try.
Oh, leave it out, Sam. Get your ass back to your post. That's an order.
Understood? Get this through your tiny heads. Power is everything around here. I give you 3 days most till you run home with tails between your legs.
If I could stop yawning, that'd also be pretty great.
Seriously.
You're just gonna stand there, or you're gonna move. Come on. Alright.
Here?
And this would be Lord Luis's quarters. Just a reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
Alright.
Lord Luis is waiting inside. Enter. I still don't remember the Argyle's voice. Yes, that's my cue. I'll try looking around for the formula. Be careful. And also sharp eyes about. I'll try. You all stay safe too. See you soon, I hope. Please don't get killed. I'm gonna be so depressed. Luis.
A beautiful city, Brylehaven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else.
I feel like I've heard Luis's voice before, too.
Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here.
Here we go.
He's testing us. What should I ask? So are you and Juna?
You and Juna and Item?
All this way, and that is what you ask for.
You watch your damn mouth with Count Luis.
She stood before me, my guard's spear points at her throat, and declared that if I did not care for her voice, I was free to kill her. And so she said.
That she would be so reckless.
Surely you've heard her yourselves. Her voice is remarkable, yes, but it is her boldness that intrigues me. Needless to say, she stands at my side.
Hang on, back up a bit. You said that your guards had their spears at her throat? What the heck happened?
It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
What the? What's this?
Is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall.
This is a cult.
Proper right of loyalty.
Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate.
Not used.
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
All right. Seems we have no choice.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Okay. Thanks. I wonder how Galka's search is going. Please be okay.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Fly!
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide!
Are we gonna have to save Galka? We're totally gonna have to save Galka, aren't we?
Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming?
Uh-oh. Oh, you.
Figures they'd show up now.
What?
Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
What's that book?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, and we thought in case you needed...
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
What?
You mean... Don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
What is she doing?
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again? A magic spell? Is that the formula?
Is that our key? Uh-oh.
Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big, and now I know where it is.
Alright, we got a plan at least. Sort of.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried
Ah, thank goodness. Gallica, thank goodness.
I'm back.
Ah.
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news.
I know, right? I found where the formula is. I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters.
Wait.
So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
I think Juna is going to be our next PR member now I think about it, because I just remembered. Going back to what I was saying before about how we're unlocking the in the academia, the shelves on the bookshelves on the left go in order from how like party members gained, it seems, for their archetypes. The next one I think it said we're getting is masked dancer, and I think that would probably be close to fitting Juna. I think she might actually be our next party member.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key, too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard, so we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Apparently, the soiree will be held at the luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning his runner are bound to have duties in the town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
Me?
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
Yeah.
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
You know what? That's fair. Yeah.
What do you think? It would be risky as a mere solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
I think he's got a point. Stroll's got a point. Considering it's Luis we're talking about, he's gonna notice when any one of us is gone, so it might as well be the one who's distraught. It might as well be the captain then. So you'll probably be in more danger than I, though, honestly.
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
Won't you just be dealing with a crowd of angry soldiers suddenly?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm well aware of the fact.
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you remember the man we met in Luis's Gauntlet Runner? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
Ah, he was rather full of himself, yes. Sergeant Zanth, was it? He told us to go back to his post. He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder. He might be in charge of one of the runner sectors.
I see.
That'd be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We can talk in more detail in the morning.
Got it?
The success of our infiltration depends entirely on our preparations for after tomorrow. Don't worry. As long as we work together, we'll find the solution. The songstress has been in Luis's private chambers. Not that I would judge her, I suppose. At any rate, the operation begins tomorrow. Rest well tonight.
May I speak?
The day of the prince's awakening may be nearer than we realize. We've got to make our preparations before that soiree. I still think June's going to be our next party member.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
Now, starting today, we need to work on an infiltration route to Luis's private quarters. The issue is those in charge of each area, the ones holding the keys. It would seem they make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? Maybe the simplest option is the best option. Get them alone, beat their key from them, and push forward.
Even so.
If we mean to attack, a short, decisive encounter is the order of the day. If they call for reinforcements, we may not fare so well.
Yes.
Luis's subordinates have attained their rank through martial prowess. If we win their pride, negotiation may still be on the table. let's take precautions.
We have to prepare first.
We need to be as prepared as we can before we attempt this.
Yeah.
Right, a new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties and the like, or we may end up over our heads. Unlike previous operations, time is of the essence when infiltrating. You will need to keep your battles short, defeating the officers within a certain number of turns. All the officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical. Gather information about them in town, and utilize requests to strengthen your abilities to give yourself a fighting chance.
Then...
Maybe we could dig up some dirt through an informant. Who knows? We might have a weakness we can exploit. They might have a weakness we can exploit.
Got it.
Well, then before we can secure our route to his quarters, sounds like we have to do some digging. Before the day of the soiree.
Let's focus.
Infiltrate the Courageous. The infiltration route must be secured so Luis's room can be accessed on the day of the soiree. If I steal the curse formula, the prince's curse can be lifted. A mission with a deadline has begun. Be cautious of storms and inclement weather conditions that may occur around Brawlhaven. Meet with your allies in Warship Harbor to infiltrate Luis's Gauntlet Runner. The interior of Luis's Gauntlet Runner is divided into 4 areas: the crew quarters, the starboard quarter, the port quarter, and the bridge. You'll need to obtain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge, in the deepest part of the ship. Don't forget, you need to gain access to Luis's quarters by the day of the soiree.
Let's head there.
Come on! So there is a bunch of stuff we can actually do, apparently. We're gonna do it in the order that the guy here mentions, just to be safe. First off, we're going to Seabree Strait.
Yeah?
There should be a side quest for... oh, hey. You there.
Excuse me?
Please, mister, make me your apprentice.
Huh?
Apprentice? Where's this coming from? You're that candidate from the exhibition, right? One of my friends saw and talked about how cool you are. So I want to be like you, mister. Please let me be your apprentice.
No kidding.
So that's why. But we can't exactly take a kid like you with us. If you want this friend of yours to notice you, I'm sure there is an way, like getting them something they like. It might be good. It's my friend's birthday soon, so a gift will be good. Maybe flowers from the flower shop. Oh wait, my friend doesn't want any old flower you can get from the sea. That's boring. Oh, I got it. I'll go exploring outside the sea and look for a wildflower. Sure, if you want to get eaten by wild humans, it's way too dangerous for a kid to go wandering out there. We found a gauntlet runner, so how about leaving this one to us?
Leave to me.
You're really nice, mister. Then will you bring me a flower?
If so...
If you can become well support in return. Basically, you just gotta cheer him on to help him become king. Yay! Okay, easy. I'll be your supporter, promise. I'll just wait here till you got the flower. My friend's birthday's August 10th, so before then.
All right.
If it's a flower from another city we need, I bet a church would have it. Why not stop by St. Firmus Church and ask?
Let's give it a shot.
Alright. Apparently, this side quest can actually be done pretty easily, pretty quickly, in all the above, at least. All we gotta do is go to the royal capital in St. Firmus. This side quest shouldn't take any time at all, really.
What is it?
Hey.
I heard you started offering something outside the ordinary for sale. Would you happen to have any flowers you can buy?
Oh, indeed, we now sell rainbow flowers. It's not a fresh flower, however, but a handicraft. Its resplendent rainbow colors and soul-soothing beauty are highly regarded by the believers here. It's rather valuable, but I shall be happy to give it to you for a trifling donation.
Yeah, I won't expect anything for free here.
Come on.
There is something about that's unusual. But that boy would be happy to get one. The singer did say it was valuable too, so it's worth a close look.
Wait. Rainbow flower. Gimme. Alrighty then. Now let's head back to Brawlhaven.
Let's go.
Let's go turn in that request.
Yeah?
Hey, kiddo.
You perhaps bring that rainbow flower for me?
Here you go.
Thanks, mister. Oh, look at it. It's all sparkly. This is gonna be great. So, next, you just gotta give this flower to my friend, say I love you, please.
What?
I don't know.
Hold on there, kid. You really think he should confess to your friend in your place? What if your friend falls in love with him instead? Well, that wouldn't be good. I'm too scared. I wish I could be brave like you.
Right?
You almost ran right out of the city gates looking for a flower. That sounds pretty brave to me. Alright, I'll take this flower and I'll be honest about how I feel. I've got to tell my friend how great you are, Will.
You're embarrassing me.
Yeah!
Well, he's got a big heart for someone so small. You never know. Maybe he'll bring some more people to the cause.
Mission accomplished.
Increases tolerance.
Now then.
4 points. Rank 3. Nice.
Tolerance.
Just one of the virtues. Generous. 47. We're getting very close to being at... If we get to rank 20, does that just make us invincible? That'd be pretty hilarious, honestly. I doubt it, but that would be hilarious if it just made you invincible.
Yeah?
Damn, those bastards think I'm making this up. I definitely saw it. I know I did. Ah! I know I'm gonna got that kid. My teeth are killing me here. It hurts so damn much. I've started seeing tooth monsters. This is where I'm gonna need my teeth extracted. Almost all of them. If only some kind, generous soul could help me. I need a certain time to cure my toothache. If only some kind fellow would bring it to me, I'd give 15,000 reef. Fantastic! I knew you seemed reliable the first time I laid eyes on you. I feel like I've seen you before somewhere. Right, you were the cat at the exhibition. That makes it easy. The thing I need is just a quick jaunt away if you've got a gauntlet runner.
So what's the sign we're looking for?
Surprise Inundo, the toothbrush of Hygienia. I need you to buy me one from me. Of course I'll reward you, and you'll have my vote, whatever that's worth. I'll wait for you until August 9th. Any longer, and I really will have to get them all pulled, so please.
Let's give it a shot.
Thanks.
That's where you want to go.
Inundo is right there.
Just can't stand it.
I try to go there myself, but every step just makes my teeth hurt even more. Ow!
You okay there, buddy?
Looks like I'm not going anywhere. Guess I'll be weighing it. God damn, that hurts!
Let's give it a
Boy,
shot.
this guy needs help. We better go buy that toothbrush of Hygienia as fast as we can.
Yeah?
Next up, go to the Merchant's Bazaar.
Let's go.
There's some quests. There is a quest, I think, here that we can get. Hey! What are you doing there, Stroll?
I'm in trouble.
Damn it all. My clients are expecting a delivery soon, and these fool horns are hardly an ideal gambit for my outstanding workmanship.
Hey, what's got you hollering like that?
Oh, I'm simply a craftsman who takes pride in exacting detail and peerless skill. I take monster ornaments and engrave them, transform them into beautiful ornaments. But my technique has progressed to the level where these middling horns can't withstand the intricate level of detail that I try to grace them with. They fall apart as I'm working.
Oh, yeah?
That's too bad. If only there was a horn that was tough enough to withstand your technique.
Oh, but that's the thing. There is a horn worthy of my skill. Apparently within the Forsaken Tower, there's a giant ant called Orgos, whose horn surpasses all others. But that tower is infested with monsters. The ebony horn is basically impossible for a normal person to retrieve. I think the task can only be completed by someone who demonstrated a great amount of valor at the exhibition of bravery. If only someone was like that was about. Ahem.
Alright, I get the message.
Oh, can it be? Now that I get a better look at you, it is. You're the young candidate that everyone's been talking about. Yes, of course you could save me in my darkest hour.
What's with the theatrics? It's obvious you recognize us right away. Whatever. You're going to give us a reward for this, right?
Of course. My pockets are overflowing with advance payments from countless patrons of the arts. Like I mentioned, you find the Orgus within the nest of monsters known as the Forsaken Tower, located north of town.
Please?
If you want more details, an informant that would be your best bet. There should be one at the Gray's Catch. You know, the tavern in the Inn District.
Let's give it a shot.
Alright. Superior Scrimshaw.
Head over to the tavern.
Alright, from here, go to the recruitment center, which I believe is this spot right here, right? Yeah.
Welcome.
It's all about the tournament. I should allocate more manpower into slaying the monsters. Anyway, here to look at the contract. Oh yeah, you're friends with Katharina, aren't you? She keeps pestering me to raise your bounty rewards. Can't say no to the best bounty hunter in the country. Just don't go slacking now you've got a bit of pay raise.
No, they thank me. I'm sure the bounty hunter is calling your name too.
More money. The Fatolich Lamentable Dead. I need to say the Fatolich in the Tomb of Lament, north of Brylehaven. The informant at the tavern in Engler's Inn Square in Brylehaven should have more details.
The bounty contract this time is for Fatolich, the apparition, a monster who's taken up residence in a cemetery in Brylehaven. He's made the graveyard his personal undead paradise, chock full of demon skeletons ready to do his bidding. And it's not just undead that are under his thrall. It seems like it's also compelled to a living beast to serve as his bodyguard, so you'll need to fight both at the same time. I know how strong you lot are, but this one seems like it'll be tough even for you.
Even after everything we did at the exhibition? Well then, we'll just have to prove you wrong, won't we? Well, we can handle this, right?
Leave it to me.
Promising. If you really insist, it's yours. You'll find the target hunting at an old cemetery called the Tomb of Lament. Here, I'll show you where it is. If you'd like more intel on this particular apparition, then you should speak with the informant in Brylehaven. The Lich is said to carry the extremely rare Chalice of Legends. Bring it back as evidence you've defeated it.
Let's do it.
Alright.
Tomb of Lament is here. Pray far north, isn't it?
We'll face danger here.
Got it.
Off to Engler's Inn.
All right then.
Next up, let's go to the arena front.
Let's go.
Damn it.
Was that?
Did you hear that? Sounds like someone moaning in pain.
You there? You messing? I really overdid this time. Hey there. Oh, man, I've been so hurt. Spare. You just became my best friend.
Thank you.
Still hurts a little, but it's alright now. Thanks for the small miracle. No one will be willing to help me even though I was suffering. You know I want, so please, take this reward.
Nice. Even though he's clearly in a lot of pain, no one at the Coliseum paid him any attention. Glad we helped.
While we're here...
What is it?
What's your problem, kid? Quit staring. Come back when you're old enough to buy...
Hold on. You're the candidate everyone's been talking about from the exhibition. Your face stuck in my memory. Strange things, a kid like you in the race.
Wow, rude. What do you mean? We have to be old enough? What are you even selling?
I'm the most famous brewer in the city. They call my house special the Miraculous Mead. So good it'll put years on your lifespan.
Sounds like good stuff, but Will needs a few more years before he can drink, so we'll see you
Hold on there. I thought you captured everyone's eyes at the exhibition. I'll gamble on that being skill, not chance. So I've got a task I need help with. I'm looking for something, see? If you find it, I'll give you some of my brew. Sell it or drink it. Either way, you'll get something out of me.
Right.
I'll throw in a little extra too. Hell, if you succeed, I'll start supporting your campaign openly. Can't imagine a kid couldn't, but what do you say? What am I looking for?
Amazing.
You sound confident enough. Right then, it's a deal. This cup I'm looking for is called the Chalice of Legends. The way I hear, everyone who ever owned that cup died under mysterious circumstances, but now nobody can say that if the cup even exists. And that's a great question. A cup that kills the owner and a brew that extends life. Take a sip, and which legend wins?
Well then, that's a very curious thing. That's from the bounty too.
You're awfully casual about a gamble that might get you killed. Well, do you have any clues on where the Chalice of Legends is?
Well, if you believe the rumors, the ghost of its last owner still refuses to let it out of its grasp.
So we got ghost proms, huh? Didn't we take a bounty for something like that? Hey, maybe we'll be able to double our reward then. Seems like a pretty lavish bounty attached, so let's go knock it out.
Oh, so you're already hot on the trail, huh? I knew you'd be the right person to ask. Then I'll leave the rest to you.
Next up, go to the Night Prowler. You.
Greetings.
Well, this is my friend, Will. What a pleasure. But why the face? You look at me like I'm a stranger. But you visit Night Prowler. I'm its founder. Even if this is our first time meeting in the flesh, I consider any customer a dear friend.
Back off, little man. You're moving kind of fast. What do you even want with us?
Well, I'm hoping you can do some negotiation on my behalf so I can get my deed back. Tragically, I had to offer as collateral on a loan, but even after paying my creditor off, I haven't been able to get it back in my hands. The man in question is a respected Ischia noble, whereas I'm but a humble parapet entrepreneur. I doubt I can count on the law to back me up. But he won't treat a high-profile candidate with the same rudeness. That's the kind of man he is. And of course, you'll be compensated for your success. I've got quite some unusual armor that I think you'll find useful.
I'll handle it.
Oh, listen to that confidence. I feel emboldened just hearing the words. The noble in question has a certain fondness for, shall we say, blood sport. I don't doubt he's watching a fight as we speak. He's an Ischia fellow, positively dripping with disdain for us common folks. Can't miss him, I'm sure.
Well then.
I'll be waiting here. Just let me know when you got your hands on that deed.
Let's give it a shot.
Alright. Chef's talk. A pompish Ischia, huh?
All right.
One who enjoys fighting. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Arena. Next up, we need to go to... Do I even have... There's apparently a very highly missable item you can get right now that we are going to try and get. Go to Angler's Inn Square. And there's a certain NPC here that you can talk to. And apparently this is the... Because apparently once you finish with this area and start going to the next area, Julian will no longer be here to give you a book. We're looking for a Julian NPC.
Oh, you! Executed Sanctus Joanna! The Sanctus Church fails to see which issues are truly pertinent. Is it true the true intellectual creatures that should be protected, the doubtless being slaughtered by humans is hardly important.
And of course it's important.
Oh, you're that elder. And of course you say that. You and yours are going to be the first to die. Incidentally, are you literate? I find ignorance tremendously vexing, so here, I just bestow this gift upon you.
The Magical Future.
This is a book Julian wrote himself, isn't it? Well, at the end of the day, it's still a book. Why not read it in the runner when you're free?
There's a quest here.
At this rate, they'll surely die. Must my hands always be stained with the blood of children?
Huh?
Sorry, blood and children? Oh, have I seen you somewhere before? Now that I mention it, I do recall seeing an elder boy at the exhibition. One that looked to be the same age as... They say you've been traveling across the country helping all those in need. If that's true, then may I ask for your aid as well?
Oh, what a pity.
During a training exercise, the city guard corps were ambushed by human. There were many casualties, especially among the youngest recruits. I need special medicine to save them, but the shop stocks are exhausted, and I can't make it myself as it requires ingredients found only within a monster-infested forest.
I get it.
You'll do it, truly? I cannot thank you enough. The medicine is derived from a fruit called the dragon thistleberry. I heard it's in Gracia Forest. Perhaps it would be wise to learn, yada yada. One dragon thistleberry isn't going to be enough to save everyone, so I'll need 7. I know it'll be difficult, but lives depend on it.
Let's give it a shot.
Alright.
Whoa.
Oh, hey.
We'll face danger here.
Alright. We are going to... This is going to be a bit shorter than the previous episodes have been so far, but then again, the other episodes should not have been as long as they were. I was just getting carried away. But we're going to go ahead and end it here for today. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you all later. Peace.